term.
Yeah, well, the defence is the way. They're going to have to get stops and not allow Perth to score, and at the same time generate those baskets that we talked about at half-time. Then when they do get in this situation, execute properly and try and reduce this 15-point margin, which is going to be tough.
Lish with 13. From outside. De Leon's got
straight away going up the floor, trying to disrupt them, but it's not going to help too much if they're going to give them open threes. Nailed one of those just before the end of the third quarter. They're not going to get it done if they have those sorts of breakdowns.
And he'd be very happy because he had one shot in 14 minutes of the first two games of this semi-final series. Hadn't scored. Williamson, so he'd be keen to rattle some in this final term to give him some confidence. Should the Wildcats prevail. Still got plenty of time for the Gold Coast Blaze. Foul will be called on Petrie. Points won't be counted.
No shot.
Still a while.
Or commit the foul and rely on his defence or his teammates to help him on defence rather than just him containing Kevin Lish, which is near impossible.
De Leon scoring 7 of the 13 points in the third quarter for the Gold Coast Blaze. You'd almost say now, everything on the line, Idris De Leon plays this whole quarter because every time he's gone off, they've just lost their way a little bit.
Oh, I think so. I think this first 5 minutes, I'm surprised that Worthington is not out there as well. It's really these first 5-6 minutes that they have to chip away, get this lead back to single figures. It's going to be too hard.
Said it's real. Taking their time to get the ball in the court. The pressure was good from the Wildcats. Kadee got 2 to beat. Redditch pickpockets it. And he'll stop, shoot away and misses. Rebound from Adam Gibson. 16 points now, this margin. Kadee needs a good offense run here. Gibson forcing his way to the top of the key. And it was a flat and ugly shot in the end as he was fading away. Couldn't get it.
There we go.
$73-57, that's the score. Redditch. Oh, he goes from not a... Looking at the... Oh, quick hand. All the way. Around. Would have been the perfect finish for Luke Neville. The foul will be called, he'll go to the line, and your man Wortho will come back onto the court for the Gold Coast Blaze. There's the pass. And good attack in the basket by Luke Neville. The Leon's going off. I'm not happy,
Tony. That's why you're not a coach.
No, well.
And that's why I'm not a coach.
He's the one that's going to win you the game. He is the man that'll bring in other players and win you the game. He can't sit down in this quarter. It's it.
Well, you've got a good thing going with Joe. We maybe have a discussion.
I won't be mentioning it to him. I'm a bit scared of Joey, to be honest.
It can be a bit scary.
I don't think he swears. I think he might be. 18 points, Goulding from outside 3. Yes, that one's handy. Keeps it nice and interesting, Chris Goulding. Plays finals basketball with the Perth Wildcats several seasons back. Lish with the ball. Decides just to shoot away, Kevin Lish. Said, I haven't had enough shots tonight, so we'll take that long bomb. That was a nice pass to Hudson, and they can get the three-point play as well. Rob Beveridge out of his seat. Just feeling a little bit of pressure as we have a 15-point margin.
They're the sort of fouls you don't want to give up. See there. Opportunity to go to the line.
So it's 13 points now with the 2 points from Hudson, and he can make it 12 with Gibson resting up and De Leon returns. Tense times now in the jungle as Hudson misses the chance to make it a three-point play. Knight to Robbins. And they'll set it up, 15 on the shot clock. Lish outside the three, gives it to Martin, to Redditch, now to Lish, covered by Hudson. Good play by the big man, took on the guard. Oh, a little shimmy from Kevin Lish, and he's drawn the foul.
The second hesitation dribble got him, and that's where you got to rely on your weak side help to help you out. Oh, Ray's gonna. Oh,
he's got the whistle.
He went, did the old whistle to the mouth. You better shut up, trick.
And now the hand goes up towards Joey. There it is.
Yeah.
There's more action going on the sidelines and on the court.
Yeah, Ray, it's like talking to your kids, mate. You can't keep telling them. You just got to blow the tech.
No, don't do that, because that ruins the game.
No, exactly.
Let Joey have a go.
It's been a while since Ray's had kids.
There's the offensive. Good defense from Matty Knight. And just the elbow going into the state. Minutes remaining in Game 3 of the semi-final series. New Zealand will be watching this. The winner to meet them in a grand final three-game series. The Breakers with 2 at home. And they played some pretty special basketball in Game 2 and 3. Lish forces his way in. No foul called that time. De Leon, you know he'll go to the rack. No, he won't. He'll hand it off to Hudson. And some good hands, though, from the defenders of the Wildcats. Who'll turn it over. Here's Martin to Lish. Likes it from there. It was a little long. Just a bit off target. Knight does well to get the boards. Kevin Lish 1 from 6 from the three-point. Going to draw. And it's getting tough now for the Gold Coast Blaze. 6 minutes remaining. And the margin is getting bigger and bigger. It's 16 right now.
Come in. We've got another one. We've got 3 coming in. Extended arm out there. Sorry? No, there's hers extended, so we won't extend our arm. Okay.
Just got to fix up one of the shot clocks down at the...
From here, I might blow the clock.
Blaze is in. That was a nice little comment.
So what do we got next?
Did you hear that one?
I didn't hear it, mate.
If I have a puff from here, I might blow him over as well, as in the charge wasn't a charge.
Oh, yes, okay. I get it.
Yes, thank you.
Sorry, thanks for explaining.
So you'll switch... trouble. Which will put a pause. 78-62 is the score of Beveridge. Just giving himself a nice massage. The tension is pretty high at the moment for him.
It certainly is. Yes.
Won a championship with the Perth Wildcats in 2010. Joe Wright, also a championship coach with the Brisbane Bullets back in 2007. So
He didn't have a bad side.
let's have a bit of a look, because I've told our cameramen to keep an eye on Wortho and Redditch.
You have?
Yes, because there's been a little bit of push and shove, there's been a bit of action.
Bit of niggle.
Bit of niggle, so I'd like to have a bit of a look at this during this little break in play as we fix up this shot clock. extended the D. And there's a little push into Redditch as well. Nothing there. It's been a great little tussle as Werdo leans into Kevin Lish. So love the look of these two when they go at it. Would they be two blokes that do not like each other?
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, look, I think that for the most part, guys, when they're competitive out on the floor, that's where they leave it.
Did they ever play together?
Yeah, well, they played in the Olympic team.
Yeah, Boomers,
they were Boomers teammates.
Okay.
But, no, look, I think that to play on a basketball team, you don't have to be best mates. As long as you do perform out on the floor.
Good play by Kadee. He's back two.
Teammates. And you didn't play well or hard. So.
I hardly got off the bench, Tony. They didn't even know me, I don't reckon. Here's Lish with the ball to Wagstaff. To Robbins now. Little crossover from Robbins, and the foul will be called on Kadee. Plenty of fouls since quarter time. I thought they were going okay, but the foul count is adding up. There's 21 fouls to Gold Coast, 12 to the Perth Wildcats. Have you seen that as being fair?
Yeah, look, I think there's been a couple of calls that I thought were probably a little bit unfair to the Blaze, but I don't think enough that would change the result or the way it's been going. Happy to go there and get a couple of easy points.
So it's stretching out even more now. 15 points. It got out to 18 earlier on. It's 15 right now. Blaze still just sticking around, and DeLeon loses his footing. The defence from Damien Martin has been really good on DeLeon. I know he's hit some big baskets and scored 20 points, but he would have destroyed any other defender.
Yeah, look, I think that he's come up against the best defender this league's seen for a long time and come off second best. But that's no disgrace.
No,
Damien Martin's done that to many a player.
And, you know, no disgrace. He's finished with 20 points to his name, or he hasn't finished because he's still probably got more up his sleeve.
Not too bad, is it?
Had 5. .81-6. Into the corner to Worthington, trying to work his way around. Oh, Wagstaff's going to be called. He was moving his feet. Rob Beveridge wanting to travel. And we've got another timeout just to slow things down just a little bit. The Wildcats are 81, the Blazers 64. 4 minutes 50 to go in this final term of Game 3.
Family. You do anything for them. So it's good to know that if you join Medibank Hospital and Extras cover by April 30, you'll get 1 month free and you can claim straight away on most extras. To join, call 132 331 or visit a Medibank store today.
You're heading into the wild this Easter.
Super Tool, 199 pieces. USB iPod.
Autobahn. Cars love it.
So here we go, 81-64. Have the Blaze got something up their sleeve, Tony Ronaldson, in this last quarter?
But in all honesty, I don't think so. But,
let's go through some of the stats for you. Perth Wildcats have shot very well tonight, 54% from the field, 31 from the three-point line, but their shooting from the field has been pretty good. 16 points for Sean Redditch, 16 also for Kevin Lish, 14 for Jesse Wagstaff. They're big three that usually put up the big numbers. I've liked the game of Luke Neville with 6 points. Rock solid. Line and this 10 rebounds and 2 assists. To Leon is the game high scorer, shooting at 53% from the field and 20 points to his name. He's 3 of 6 from the three-point line. He's also handed off 3 assists. Here's Lish to Neville up against Hoare. Wants to slow it down. Got time on the clock. Pushing in Neville to get that feed from Lish. Oh, Robbins rebounded it well. And a little hook shot will finish it off for Brad Robbins.
Really done that well the last few weeks, playing inside the key, whether it be rebounding, posting up. Steve Hoare pulls up a little free throw jumper.
It's unravelling now, you'd have to say, for the Gold Coast play.
Down. I'm off that. Or jump shots at the end of their shot clock, and they're going to be quite happy just to let it all wind down nice and quickly.
Pass into the corner. Worthington needs to drop this. He's a bit of short. Pressure came from Neville. 83-66 is the score. Under 4 minutes now remaining in this game. Martin decides to turn down that three-point shot. They want to get it to Lish. They'll probably want to get it down into that low post. To Robbins, back to Lish. From outside 3, decides to bomb away. Wagstaff working hard. Hoare did better though. Took the boards to Gibson, to De Leon, and the foul will come from Wagstaff. Action as well, Wagstaff. 83-66. And unless there's something amazing in the next 3.5 minutes, it looks like it's Perth versus New Zealand in the grand final. What are your thoughts?
I think that all year everyone has said that these two teams are the best two teams and it should be a great series. We know Perth can go over to New Zealand and get it done, and vice versa. New Zealand came over here last year at playoff time and got a win. So it's going to be a great series. Of course, last year when these two teams were matched up, it wasn't the grand final. So I'm really looking forward to it.
3 minutes. Comeback. But you would think Perth would be too good to hold off on that. The pass from Robbins. I think he was passing to the guy in the stands about 10 rows back.
If he did get that, that would have been Blake Griffin. That would have been Blake Griffin like, for sure.
So the Blaze still holding out hopes of playing in the grand final. No Gold Coast team in any national competition had made it through to the big one. The Blaze were hoping to be the first. Here's Worthington up against Redditch. Just runs into a bit of space and didn't finish. Goulding does well, keeps it alive. Kadee back to Worthington from outside 3. That one was down from Kevin Lish. Damien Martin to Redditch up against Worthington. He falls over and Redditch just switches it in. Oh, and the pass was a little sloppy from Gold Coast as Kadee had the fast break. The pressure was just enough from Kevin Lish. And I think it might be a bit of party time now in the jungle. It's 85-67. The Wildcats are bound for the grand final series. Chasing championship number 6, Tony Ronaldson.
And they look like they're going to give it a series. Nearly which is always tough. But Townsville showed that in playoff basketball you can do that. So it's just, like we said before, it's going to be a great series. And hopefully we can fill these stadiums.
No doubt about that. They'll fill it. Looks like the first game will be Thursday night against New Zealand as Petrie tries to shoot a little jumper from the top of the key. And it's been a pretty sad second half for the Gold Coast players. Just 13 points in their third quarter and 10 points in this fourth quarter. 23 points for a second half. Won't get the job done in a semi-final. Here's Lish. Drop a three, there's a bit of holding on. Chris Goulding with that foul. And I think they've shut up shop now, Gold Coast. Tees, Garlett and Hudson coming on. And a big round of applause goes to Stephen Hoare as well. A terrific career for Stephen Hoare. You would have played against him several times. His career of 17 seasons wraps up right now.
Yeah, it's a very hollow feeling when you finish up, and especially when you feel like unfinished business. He would obviously have been preparing to play in a grand final, and this wasn't his last game. He would have been sitting around watching the TV today thinking, well, I'm not going to be turning up to work tomorrow because it's all over. So it's a
winners here in the just chalk up his numbers. The pressure will come from high up. The pass from Petrie. It's the right idea, but just Hudson was moving his way to take the rebound, thinking Petrie was going to shoot. And we've got another change. Sean Redditch sitting down. A big game from Sean Redditch.
massive game from Sean. We saw the just the intention, or the intent in his eyes of going out there and being aggressive, and he really established their offensive presence right from the start.
19 points to Sean Redditch. Most of them in the first half, and a thrilling first half for him as Neville wants to take on Hudson. Williamson can't. 46 seconds. We're counting it down now. The Perth Wildcats, 26 years straight in the playoffs. 5 championships. Can they add to that total? They'll have to go through the best team in the competition in New Zealand, who are chasing back-to-back championships in the NBL. The pass to Neville, winding his way through. Will he get the rebound as well? He went 3-4 attempts. Still can have another go. No, he can't. He lost control. Tony's going to head out and catch a couple of the Wildcat players and grab them straight after the game. 16 seconds remaining in this game. Is the Garlett to Petrie did, but then again he drove to the basket. Don't think there'll be any other score. Petrie will be lucky to keep it in play, and it'll be game over here in the jungle. The Cats are through to the grand final. They'll take on the New Zealand Breakers.